Good afternoon. My name is Rudy Martinez, and my colleagues Brenda Parnan, Jose Fernandez, and I will be presenting our analysis and insights as it pertains to Realtor.com's comprehensive property data. As consumers, we often experience difficulty in purchasing a home due to a variety of economic factors. We often have questions like, where can I get the most bang for my buck? Where is the best place to buy in my local area? Which areas should I avoid buying in? Or from an investor's perspective, where do I want to buy an investment property? Where should I invest if my goal is to own a cash flowing property? Or rather, what if my goal as an investor is to purchase a property that will appreciate within a short window of time? By visualizing the trends embedded within Realtor.com inventory and market hotness data, a problem that consumers are facing emerges: rising housing prices in key states, cities, and local areas. In today's presentation, we will be touching on several real estate metrics and how consumers can use them to make more informed buy and sell decisions in the wake of recent real estate market trends. Our methodology follows a systematic approach, targeting the broader US initially and subsequently drilling down into our local area. We begin by gauging consumer interest using 4 metrics: views per property versus US, count of listings with price increases, median listing price, and active listing count. By leveraging a count of views per property metric in this map here, we see that in October 2020, Texas, California, and Florida are states in which consumers are viewing properties more frequently. This is consistent throughout 2020 as we toggle along the timeline. The count of listings with price increases indicates Florida, Texas, and California as states with some of the highest counts of properties that experienced a price increase. By toggling between active listing count and median listing price, we see that the overall trend across 2020 in these 3 states has been steady price increase along with a decrease in the number of homes being actively listed on the market. This is a recipe for price appreciation. Overall, there's a clear popular interest for home purchases in these 3 key states that also appear to be experiencing price appreciation. The next step in this walkthrough is to now narrow the focus to the state of Texas. I'll now hand it over to my colleague Brenda for her segment on Texas city trends.
To understand our Texas city trends, we first want to know which cities are the most popular based on where consumers are looking to buy. For that, we created a visualization to show from January 2020 to October 2020 which Texas cities consumers viewed the most property. For those who live in Texas can probably guess, San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, Houston, and Fort Worth are all at the top of the list during this period. For the next 2 visualizations, we want to specifically look at the most current data given for October 2020. The current data can be used to help home buyers and sellers know which of these 5 cities are more popular than the other. From these 5 cities, which has the most demand? Realtor.com defines the demand score as an index representing a city's listing page views per property ranking compared to other cities. For October 2020, Fort Worth seems to have the highest demand score. Coming in second, we have Austin, then San Antonio, followed by Dallas, and lastly Houston. From this, we can see that consumers are viewing properties in Fort Worth more than the other cities. To break it down a little further, we wanted to compare hotness and median listing price for each of the 5 cities. Realtor.com defines the hotness score as an equally weighted composite metric of a geography supply score and demand score. You can see again that Fort Worth has the highest hotness score, but you can also see that it has the lowest median listing price. Looking at San Antonio, it comes in a close second based on median listing price. In conclusion, consumers who are looking to move to Texas or Texans looking for a new place to call home, Fort Worth is in the most demand and has a lower price compared to the other cities. Since San Antonio is our home, we wanted to give consumers insight to trends found by zip codes. These trends can help consumers make more informed buy and sell decisions and can mitigate the risk of purchasing in the wrong area for what their goals might be. First, we want to know where are houses typically staying on the market longer than others. For buyers, this can mean two things. One, act fast in areas that have low days on the market. Or two, consider looking at higher days on the market in hopes for price drops. For sellers, this information can be used to decide when the right time to sell is, because they can see which areas are considered hotspot for buyers. Next, we want to know how have homes in the area appreciated over a year's time. From the month of October 2019 to the month of October 2020, we can see where areas have changed in price. Areas in the peach color show that there hasn't been much of a change compared to areas in darker green where they show greater change. Consumers can use this information to infer which areas will appreciate over time. And lastly, using hotness score, we want to know which areas have the highest hotness score. For October 2020, areas in red show the lowest hotness score compared to areas in dark green having the greatest hotness score. Consumers can use this information to know where in San Antonio people are genuinely moving to. Based off consumers' wants and needs, they can use this to decide which area is best for them. Now I'm going to hand it off to Jose. He will give you a little more detail in regards to which zip code consumers may want to look into.
Thank you, Brenda. We're going to start with the top 15 San Antonio locations for October 2020. The consumers can target zip codes with the lowest median listing price for the highest median square footage to get the most bang for their buck deals in the San Antonio real estate market. The zip codes represented in these visualizations indicate the top 15 in-demand areas within San Antonio. Based on consumer purchasing power, they can view the top 15 in-demand zip codes in the scatter plot visualization and choose the location with the best balance between home price and size. From a homebuyer's perspective, these are the areas that may experience price appreciation in the future as demand begins to grow. The Get Most Bang for Your Buck October 2020 visualization shown in plotting the median square feet versus the median listing price for the month of October 2020. The main idea for this plot was to be able to give the average home buyer a visualization that can be used to track the San Antonio zip code locations by price and size, which in turn help the buyer make better purchasing decisions and possibly not overpay for a home located in a particular San Antonio area zip code. An interesting note is that we can pinpoint concentrations of home listings for certain areas, and as the home listings increase in price, we start to notice the scarcity on certain zip codes. The in-demand zip code map for October 2020 visualization shown demonstrates the average demand score value for the San Antonio area zip codes. Using this visualization, the home buyer or seller will be able to determine the zip code locations in San Antonio that have the most listing page views per property or demand score. This information is critical in order to project if the home to be purchased or for sale is in a zip code area of interest or if it's not. The in-demand zip codes for October 2020 bar chart below gives us a better postal code breakdown of the top 15 zip codes that have the highest demand score in the San Antonio area. Using this visualization, the home buyer seller will be able to determine the top 15 zip codes with the most listing page views per property or demand score. The information given by this bar chart in conjunction with the in-demand zip code map provides meaningful data in order to locate the highest areas of interest in the San Antonio city. In conclusion, our findings indicate that San Antonio is an in-demand location for home buyers. San Antonio's median listing price makes it an affordable option compared to other in-demand Texas cities. Through the below geographic analysis, consumers can make more informed buy and sell decisions and can mitigate the risk of purchasing in the wrong area for their goals. Consumers can target zip codes with the lowest median listing price for the highest median square footage to get the most bang for their buck deals in San Antonio resale market. This will conclude our presentation. Thank you for your time. Go Runners.